G'day guys, it's been a hot minute since I did my last video. Just haven't really got out all that much, to be honest. Been doing a bit of fishing and that, if you've been following along on the channel and seen the shorts and whatnot, but I haven't really been out for any nature walks. So look, today we've just come out here to, sign behind me says Woodford Hill. It's kind of like Springton area, Eastern Mount Lofty Ranges. And there's a little spot here called Guthrie's Gorge. I'm not actually entirely sure if I'm allowed to go in there. It's a pretty dilapidated sort of fence. I've seen pictures online and stuff from down in there. It looks like a pretty nice place. So we're just going to go for a wander in. I'm not doing any harm, and if I get told to leave, then I'll leave. But yeah, we're just going to look for some like stuff probably. It's definitely not orchid season anymore. It's hot and it's dry. Got a bit of cloud cover at the moment, which is nice. It means I'm not completely cooking. But yeah, we're gonna look for some lizards, maybe some snakes and stuff. Go down to the creek line, see if there's any water down there. Yeah. All right. I'll bring you back in when we're wandering around. So just come to the edge of the gorge here. Got this dry stone wall that runs down the hill, which I reckon I'll probably follow down. Not seen anything real interesting yet. It's a pretty cool beetle here though, which I'll show you. Stunning colours on it. I have no idea what it is. Insects, not my thing at all. Very cool nonetheless though. Yeah, we'll work our way down the hill and bring you in for anything interesting we see on the way down. Alrighty, so that red and black beetle was a red jewel bug. Yeah, so we're just down at the wall now and come across our first reptile for the day. It's down here. Hopefully it doesn't just tear away from us. No. Good old stumpy tail. You can always rely on these guys to be out and about when it's warm. Just in this little rock garden sort of area here. Awesome. So yeah, just gonna follow this stone wall down for a bit. See where it takes us. You can see the gorge down in here. Could very well end up just walking off a cliff here. See how we go. Looks like I can definitely get down there. But yeah, I can see some water in the creek down there, so that'll be our goal. Get down that way and have a look. Alright, let's carry on. Yeah, this could be a bit sketchy down this side, I think. I might just hop that wall and go down on the other side. Alright, bear with me. Alrighty, so we're down on the other side of the rock wall now. Sorry, just trying to show you the rock face behind us there. Just about to try and sneak down this last little bit here. A little bit awkward. It looks like it might actually be easier to go down the creek and then just come up like the finger of the ridge line down there on the way back out, which is what I'll probably do. But we're committed down this side for the time being. Seen a lot more water, so that's cool. Yeah, just got to get through this scrubby stuff. And we'll down into the creek line proper. Alrighty, so we've made it down. We're in the creek line. It's a bit of a scuzzy sort of creek, some of these pools here, but I am actually seeing life in the water. I'm pretty sure it's tadpoles. Don't think there's fish in here. Oh, it's just a diving beetle that I can see down there. This is Saunders Creek, so it's the same creek that runs through Langer Reserve, which I've done a few videos on now, nighttime and daytime. So this is upstream of that. I would say a lot of these little water pools are permanent. They've probably got a slight spring feed or groundwater feed into them in this gorge section of the creek. The rest of the creek is kind of like ephemeral and seasonal, dries out. But these would be fairly permanent, I'd say. We have had a lot of rain in recent weeks. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just going to bum around down here in the gorge for a little bit, maybe flip some rocks, have a look for some lizards and stuff, and yeah, see what we can find. So we come down from up there. Yeah, alright, I'll bring you back in if I find anything interesting. Alrighty, so the lizards are around. They're probably taking shelter for the most part from the sun. But there's one over here, little tawny crevice dragon. I presume it's a tawny crevice dragon anyway, juvenile. Haven't seen too much else though. I saw a skink, which I couldn't get a photo of, over by the trees over there. Yeah, kind of just wandering downstream a bit. It's a nice place, just not a lot going on the animal front. But yeah, I'm going to get a photo of this guy over here and then keep moving. I have to say. That is a dedication to building a dry stone wall up there on the cliff edge. Right down in the creek line now, basically on that fence line that we were on earlier, up on top of the hill. I haven't really seen anything too interesting, honestly. It's a warm day. It's pretty dry out here, so probably expecting a lot to see anything really, but yeah, we'll keep wandering along. It's a pretty specky sort of terrain down here. Still dribs and drabs of water around, as you can see. It's all this very tannic sort of black water. It's been standing for a bit in a nice little rocky section of the creek here. Certainly a nice area just to sit and relax. No complaints from me in that regard. Very peaceful. Another gorge that runs up that way. Probably a smaller one, I would say. So I reckon we're pretty close to the end of our wander here. Yeah, but I mean, look, there's not going to be much exciting to show you in this video. And if you've made it this far, thank you. Yeah, just a nice place to wander around. I haven't been out here before. And yeah, a lot of what I've tried to do in the past on this channel is exploring and stuff like that, and probably a lot of what it will be going forward. There's a Euro up there. Interesting. Perhaps we'll go for a wander up there and see if I can get him on film. I think it was a Euro anyway. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it's just kind of about exploring and getting out and seeing some of these places. Never even really heard of Guthrie Gorge before having a look at the map properly, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to continue to wander for a little bit and then we'll call it an afternoon, I reckon. I heard some rustling down here. I'm wondering if it's a stumpy tail. I can't see it. Definitely sounded like a stumpy wandering around. Didn't sound like a snake. Don't normally see them until I'm standing on top of them. Nope. Whatever it was, or wherever it is, it has managed to evade me. Get that. Pretty much out of the gorge now, into some open terrain, so I'll wander back to the car. Potentially going to run into that kangaroo on the way back up. But yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, sorry it wasn't a real exciting one, but you get that sometimes when you're visiting new places. Can't always find cool stuff. Scenery's nice. Alright, well hopefully it won't be as long until the next video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Alright, hooroo guys. Hey guys, just bringing you back in. A little addendum to the last little visit where I was at, where was I? Guthrie Gorge. Still the same day. It's probably the end of the same video. Just here, it's a different creek. Yeah, this is the Marne River, or Rhine River, whatever you want to call it. Haven't had much luck on the reptiles, but just figured I'd show you this guy chilling out here. We'll just slide in the water in a moment. Turtle sitting out there. Just going to focus on the leads rather than the turtle, which is painful, but yeah. Not something I usually see when I'm out herping, but he's only just realised I'm here. He was having a snooze, looking at me now. This is a nice little spot here on the Marne River. I've seen it on the maps before. I've never visited it. Yeah, quite like it. Again, this looks like some more of those like refuge pools in what is otherwise a very seasonal sort of catchment. Little historic plaque up on top of the hill there, saying how the original settlers in this area after World War I relied on this area for their source of water. Yeah, just very cool. Glad I finally came out and had a look.